Today's menu has two choices. Take it or leave it. But I'm sure at the end of this episode, one thing you'll be leaving with is a detailed list to replicate this goodness in your kitchen. Hello and welcome to Tasty Time on iBrandTV. My name is Michelle Abanum, and on today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how I make my special fried rice. If you've been a regular viewer of Tasty Time on iBrandTV, you know that I am team natural. That is, I am not a preacher of chemical. I am healthy living, natural spices. So when it comes to picking fried rice, I can be a little too picky. But I am pleased to announce to you that I have found my true love, my favorite fried rice spice, and it is Ama Wonder. Ama Wonder does it for me. Like, that is my absolute favorite. So you know the deal, guys. Go patronize them because it is my favorite, and it will also be your favorite when you use it. So guys, before we go into the deal of the day, here is a list of my already prepped ingredients. Okay guys, so this is the point where you grab your pen and paper because we're about to get started. But before we get started, let's go on this commercial break. I'll be right back.
Swift Dry Cleaners Limited.
We pay detailed attention to your fabrics such as laces, suits, wedding gowns, and more.
Swift Dry Cleaners. Clean wash, quick delivery.
First things first, we're going to add our vegetable oil. Not so much. You don't want very oily fried rice. Just enough to fry your vegetables. Next up, I'm going to add my finely diced chicken. So I'm just going to fry this for just a few minutes. Like I said, this is my special fried rice. Note that there are so many other ways to make fried rice, but this one works for me every time. Cooking is beautiful when you have to mix things up. It's interesting. So I'm going to add a little salt to this and one seasoning cube. Because I want my chicken to be tasty as well. I actually forgot to mention I added thyme to my rice. I'm going to add very little of my Ama Wonder curry powder. Just very little. I'm just trying to build in flavors. This place is already smelling so nice. Oh, it tastes so nice. This is ready. I'm just going to bring them out, my tiny chunks of chicken. Okay, so guys, I'm going to show you how I prepare my rice for the fried rice, for the whole mixing. First things first, I'm going to add just very little vegetable oil. Let's do 2.5 tablespoons rather. So at this point, I'm going to add some onion to it. Now I'm going to add my ginger and garlic paste. So I'm going to add very little. Here is my curry powder from Ama Wonder. So I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon. And here is my fried rice spice from Ama Wonder. So I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon. Cover this up. I'm going to give this whole mixture a stir. Now I'm going to add a pinch of salt. And of course, I'm going to add my rice now. And I'm going to give this a stir. This is basically toasting the rice. I'm toasting the rice. So I'm still toasting. You're going to do this for about a minute. This way you remove the starch content. Can you see how beautiful this looks already? I mean, just take a look. Take a look at the beautiful color. I am loving this already. Come on, this is beautiful. It's not greenish, it's not so yellowish. It's just fried rice. I have been toasting this for about a minute and I think I am okay with what I have. So I'm going to throw in my meat stock. I love this food, like it's so satisfying. So I'm going to add in just a little more water to cook the rice. You don't want this to be too soggy, so you don't add so much water and you allow steam cook it. So I'm going to reduce the flame and then cover this up with my foil paper. This way it soaks up the heat, and this way you don't have to put so much water. You don't have to use so much water to get your rice cooked. You use steam to get your rice cooked. So you're going to leave this on fire. Of course, you have to check it occasionally till it's cooked. Not so cooked. You don't want your fried rice soggy. So okay, so guys, this rice has been on fire for about 20 minutes. Of course, I was checking this regularly though. So let's see how it is. I forgot to tell you, I actually washed my rice with hot water a couple of times. Can you see the color of this fried rice, guys? Come on, just take a look. With just half teaspoon of my fried rice spice, I could achieve this. This is so beautiful, guys, and I can tell you for sure that this particular rice is ready. So this is the first stage of my fried rice. Now we're going to go on to fry my vegetables for this to complete the whole dish. Now I'm going to throw in, I'm done with my chicken, so I'm going to throw in my onion. I'm going to throw in very little ginger and garlic. Like I said, I'm trying to build flavors. So I'm going to give this a big stir. I want to throw in my carrots because it's a harder vegetable than the others, and give it another stir. Do not forget, you still want that crunchy feeling of the carrot, so I'm going to throw in this goes in next. That's my green peas. At this point, I'm going to throw in my chicken. I'm going to throw in 2 seasoning cubes. If you watch this time, you'd know the seasoning cubes I used, so I'm not telling you. And now I'm going to throw in my Scotch bonnet pepper. I know it's fried rice, yes I know, but I love spicy food, so it's optional. You can choose not to add, but I love spicy food, so I'm going to add. I'm going to add some of these babies, not all, just some. Also going to add some of my green pepper, some of my yellow pepper, and of course some red bell pepper. So now I'm going to add a little more curry powder. Remember, we used half a teaspoon of curry powder, so we're just going to add a little more now. My fried rice spice. The color of our rice is already perfect, so I'm just going to add very little. Now I'm going to stir. going to add a pinch of salt into this. Okay, so I'm just going to stir this. I've added my rice. Now I'm going to give it a big stir. I don't know, I just feel like it tastes different when you actually pour your rice into your vegetables. This is looking so beautiful already. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful, guys. And finally, I'm going to add the remaining vegetables. Of course, this. Give it another stir. You can choose to add anything you want, any kind of vegetable you want to your fried rice. You can add sweet corn, but I'm not such a fan of sweet corn, so I really don't add. I mean, I can't lie to you guys. You guys are my G's. But then you can add it if you want. Okay, so guys, I am pleased to announce to you that this, my baby here, is ready. So this is how I make my special fried rice. Hold up, just before you go, I am pleased to announce to you that we have a guest on our show today. Okay, so we have an in-house analyst here. So she's going to be tasting my meal. I get so nervous when it's a woman tasting my meal. Like, women, I don't know. So our food is ready. So welcome back, guys. I'm so excited about this episode because I have a guest and she's such a beaut. She's so pretty. Like I said, she's an in-house analyst and her name is Margaret. Hi, Margaret.
Hello, Michelle.
It's a pleasure having you on my show.
Yeah, I feel glad. I'm seeing a wonderful meal in front of me, so I should be glad. Thank you.
All right, so you know the vibes. Do you know what to do actually?
Oh, well, I like to believe I know what to do, but I would like to be told what to do. So what do I do now?
So what you're going to do is you're going to eat, of course, and then you, after eat, calm down now, Margaret.
You know, it's a nice food, so I can't wait. So.
Okay, so after eating, you'd have to rate the food on a scale of 0 to 10. So the floor is yours. Eat.
You know, when you have something like this in front of you, okay, so I use a fork, a spoon, all the knife, and I'll just use this spoon. I'm like, yeah, right. Let's not try to be oyibo-ish. Let's just. Well, I would have really loved to use the fork and the knife, but I don't have that kind of time to do that now.
We understand.
Michelle, this really looks good though. I hope it's good. I'm a Christian.
Feel free.
Yeah, okay. So, Is it just one spoon actually?
No, feel free. You can even finish the food. We'll wait for you, don't worry. Finish the food and...
I'll do that now. Later you chop some more on my plate, so...
No problems.
It's nice. Okay, let me not say anything yet. So.
Exactly. Just calm down.
Okay.
I am waiting.
Okay, so what do I do? Before I make to you, I'll have to test the chicken. My hand is neat now. Do I need to? So, I'm sure the viewers are wondering what this girl eating. I'm eating rice and chicken right now.
She's eating fried rice and chicken. My special fried rice and chicken. You can't just come to my show and eat my food and go. No, you have to talk. You have to tell us something. Okay, so we're going to talk about something, and well, I want to know your opinion about this not so popular opinion that the kitchen should be for women. Like, women should be in charge of the kitchen. Women should always be in the kitchen. So tell me what you think about that.
You said 3 things. Firstly, you said the kitchen should be for women. Women should be in charge of the kitchen, and you said women should always be in the kitchen. Well, I'll start with women should be in charge of the kitchen.
Yeah.
You walk into my house, I'm cooking, you don't open my pot, or you don't when I'm not around and once I give you permission, you don't open my pot until I ask you to. Now that's me being in charge of my kitchen.
Yeah.
Women should always be in the kitchen. You're a chef. If you like to cook and this is what you do for a living, you should always be in the kitchen because this is what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
And where the problem is coming from is where people say women are meant to be in the kitchen. That means every other attribute of a woman. Now that statement connotes a lot of things. That means every other attribute of a woman, you are downplaying it and limiting it just to the kitchen. Now there's more to women.
Okay.
More to African women, Nigerian women all over the world. So saying we are meant to be in the kitchen, I think that's a very wrong.
But I'm sure you've heard of things like that where they say the woman must be the one cooking. Men are not supposed to be in kitchen, especially in Africa here.
Yeah, I sure have heard of that. Women are supposed to be the one cooking, but everybody eats. So if women are supposed to be the one cooking, then women are the only ones who are supposed to be eating.
Right.
If you want to eat, you should cook. If I want, food is a primary need, is basic.
Yeah,
you should eat to be alive. So if women must be the one cooking for it, then I feel probably, I don't know, if you are, maybe women should be the one eating. But in marriage, I think if marriage is partnership, marriage is it's a teamwork. So I feel, for instance, I'm married, you're married, I'm married to you, you're a man, I come back at the same time, you come back, and we're having problems on who should cook or who should not cook. I think that's not even really important, because if there's understanding in that marriage, who should cook wouldn't be a problem. It becomes fun. The husband says, honey, today don't touch anything, don't worry, I'll show you that I cook better than you, I'll show you, I'll just want to give you a treat, sit in bed, I'll bring breakfast to you.
I'm loving this already.
And the wife in return should be like, honey, I want to cook a special delicacy for you, don't worry, I'll just give you a nice. It's really not a problem. Even both of them being in the kitchen at the same time, it's fun for couples that know what they are doing actually.
Okay, so Margaret, I'm going to put you on a hot seat. So are you
eating my food?
No, calm down, just calm down, calm down. Are you single or married?
I don't have a ring in my finger, so in case this is a left finger, but in case people put rings on the right finger, I don't have rings any important. I am single.
So guys watching, you can hear Margaret. Margaret is single.
What are you trying to say, that they should apply? Well, application, well, you can apply if you're
exactly. So yeah.
Tall,
rich and handsome.
Very important, but nevertheless, I am single. And meanwhile, even though you're in 8 relationships, when you go to fill a form in the bank in somewhere, they put marital status. Do you put I'm in a relationship?
Exactly. Chop.
You are
Exactly.
until you're married. Someone will say, I'm not saying this because I'm a bad girl now, but don't be dating someone and not choose your future husband away in the name of.
Exactly, guys. Okay, so Margaret, you're single, right? Yeah. So what if when you get married, let's throw the fact that I'm supposed to know my spouse, this kind of things, because you know people pretend. So what if you're in a situation where you guys work, both of you go to work from 9 to 5, normal 9 to 5, and then you guys start popping kids? Someone has to, I don't know, what if your husband at that point tells you to resign, tells you to quit your job just so you take care of the children, take care of chores, take care of anything? Let's also put the fact that he's not open to house helps.
Michelle, is that supposed to be a condition, or it's what he wants?
It's what he wants.
Well,
obviously, he would not want to quit his job, and he's not open to house help. He would always tell you, I'm the breadwinner, I provide the money, whether or not you're working.
Well, okay.
So what would you do in that scenario?
First off, I don't pray to be in such situation, but from what you said, first of all, you cannot give me just what you want, because we married each other.
Yeah, it's a partnership.
It's a partnership. It's a teamwork. So if you tell me it's what I want, you have to sit at home, then I think I should be able to tell what I want too.
What if he does not agree? He's telling you, no, Margaret, you're going to stay in the house and take care of...
First of all, he's wanting me to quit my job because he wants, we are now having kids, and he wants me to focus my attention on the kids, and after that I could start working, or he wants me to be a full housewife, because I don't understand why. See, gone are the days when men actually want women who are full housewives, you know that, because a lot of men want women who can be the support system. Like the Bible says, women and I help meet, not even help meet, help meet, M-E-E-T, that's what the Bible said. So A reasonable man wouldn't even want a full-time housewife because you want to be proud and say, yeah, that's my wife, that's what she's doing. So for me to common relationship.
Yeah.
I've already finished telling you my future plan. I'll tell you, it's simple because I believe from the onset you make your partner know what you want. So when it's time, he won't tell you or she won't tell you, you didn't tell me, I didn't know. So from relationship, I'm already telling you, this is what I want to be. This is where I see myself in years to come. This is what I want to achieve. And for me to be with you, that means I should be sure that you are willing to support me, because where I will find myself in years to come is largely dependent on the spouse I get married to. Your husband cannot be going to Kaduna and I'm going to Canada. We have to be the same way. That's how it works. So I've already told you what I want. I believe before I got married to you, I'd already told you, this is what I want for myself. So if after a while you're not going to say you must do this, that means you don't deserve me, and it's simple.
Okay, so you go for a divorce?
Well, that is really hard to say. I'm not married yet. And like I said before now, I do not pray to be in such scenario. But I'm just saying that if that kind of thing happens, now that's tyranny, that's dictatorship. So if, imagine getting married or being married to someone who is a tyrant, who dictates and tell you this is what I want, that means you don't have a say as a woman. Even your kids are not even safe. So you cannot just tell me I should die my dreams down because that's what you want. It really doesn't work that way.
Okay, so guys, about this topic, you heard Margaret. She has said it all. It all boils down to understanding determined and not meant for the kitchen. No, we are not meant for the kitchen. Now back to the main deal of the day. So you have to rate the food. You've tasted, you're not tasting it again. So
I would say because I can't give you 10 over 10, I would say 7 over 10 is a pass mark. So
you guys, calm down. I need to take this in. A fellow woman just gave me 7 over 10. I have made it, guys. I have made it. Thanks, Margaret.
Really nice. Thank you for having me on the show. Thank you.
It's a pleasure having you on the show. Okay, so guys, that's it for today. On today's episode of Tasty Time, we cooked our special fried rice. No, my special fried rice. And Margaret was here to tell us that the kitchen is not meant for the woman. So yes, I'm talking to you. You looking at me. I'm telling you that the kitchen is not meant for just the woman. Till I come your way next time, please keep watching iBrandTV. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms currently showing on your screen. I love you and see you next week. Bye-bye.